websites behind a popular podcast and social media account are aiming to highlight what it's like to grow up Italian in New York City. News 12 Brooklyn's Hannah Klieger brings us this story from Williamsburg.
Their Instagram page has almost 90,000 followers.
A lot of young kids follow us, so we want to spread the positive message.
And thousands tune in weekly for their podcast across a multitude of platforms.
In Italian culture, a lot of stuff was either like mobster stuff or Guido stuff like Jersey Shore. Now it's like we're showing the other side of that. And I think that's why so many people relate, because so many people are more like us versus like the stereotype Italian.
Rocco LaGuercio and his cousins Michaela and Sabino Curcio started the Instagram meme page Growing Up Italian as a hobby, but it quickly turned into something more.
Kind of serves as like a platform for Italian Americans to kind of promote their books and promote the things that they do, and I enjoy it. It's fun.
For a year and a half now, they host a popular weekly podcast highlighting culture, tradition, food, superstition, sports, and more.
Italian Americans themselves are awesome, but New York Italians, we got our own flavor.
And they even had some big names come on the show.
We had John Franco, former closer for the New York Mets, Vinny Guadagnino from Jersey Shore, Sal the Voice, the singer, amazing, very talented, very down-to-earth, humble man. Anthony Rodia, up-and-coming comedian.
They're now hoping to do more social events and outreach to help more Italian Americans feel the love and pride for their culture that they do. In Williamsburg, Hannah Klieger, News 12 Brooklyn.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite leg of the tripod, Miguel. I'm here with Rocco and Sabina. We are recording the big recap episode number 880. This is the 80th episode.
Let's get it.
I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one. And whenever we get together, that's when our podcasts do the best.
Yeah,
so
the
we
recap episode.
We got to live up to the hype.
Yeah,
Shout
100%.
outs real quick to Hannah in the background.
News 12. What's up?
We just got a little interview by News 12. Positive vibes, man.
They don't want to see us winning.
No, it's always a good time when we're together. And, of course, hearing feedback from you guys is why we come back for these recaps. Keeping in touch, ones and twos of what's going on, growing up Italian, what we've been doing, what to expect moving forward. Guys, not for nothing, we got a lot of events lined up. You better get ready.
So the last recap, what was in the works? The Met event?
Met event, yeah.
So
and since then, we had the Scopa event.
Yeah, so we had two events since both were, I think, were pretty successful. The Scopa event, people are raving to have that going back.
Yeah,
and
I have a lot of people asking me for part 2.
Well, we have another event in the works similar, so definitely stay tuned.
Yeah, we're going to keep that one on ice for now.
Top secret.
This is also the second episode in Italian Heritage Month.
Yes, sir.
And I hope people are all doing something positive.
October really is one of the best months of the year.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't even realize that it's Italian American Heritage Month. Like, we go through October just like, and even when we were younger, I never knew it was Italian American Heritage Month.
No, I didn't know either.
It's kind of one of those things that, like, it's a National Boyfriend Day, too. Like, you know,
sometimes you throw it under the rug.
Like National Girlfriend, National Sandwich Day, National Nutella Day.
Like, it almost feels like it's made up.
You catch it on the lucky day.
So, like, nowadays you know about these days because of social media.
Yeah.
You know, but Christopher Columbus Day was always in October, so I guess that's just how
it
they said.
It only makes sense for October.
We knew about that day, but I don't know. It's something that I take a lot of pride in, obviously all three of us for that matter. But the fact that we have this platform to spread love to the Italian culture and make people more knowledgeable of these things, because growing up, I would have never known. Like, I'm glad that we are the page that people can find the resource to and embrace the Italian American culture, you know?
I think our new slogan's got to be Growing Up Italian, not just a meme page.
I think people are starting to realize that.
I mean, I do love making memes. I'll be the first one to
it's
say
definitely
it, but
fun.
We're so much bigger than that, I feel.
You know what it is? We started off with that, so I could see why people, like, kind of like that better than anything, because when we do post ourselves and what we're doing, it gets good feedback, but it doesn't do as well if we posted a funny video, you know?
People are like, who's this random idiot?
I don't know, Rock. When we post you get some buzz, man.
Oh god, that's always funny.
Girls proposing and shit. He's the handsome one. I'm the funny one. He's the handsome
When
one.
I come up, they just click to get rid of me.
Nah, it's fun. Like the Italian community, they're always full of jokes. They're very, I don't know, they're always very positive. There's times where I try never to get political on the page. That's not our field. We'll never do that.
Yeah.
But if you want a
I don't
good time,
like that anyway. Like,
for the new listeners,
There's
I hope,
enough of that everywhere else in the world.
yeah, we have to be like a breath of fresh air.
yeah,
Almost.
and that's what we always try to be. Life is too short to be upset or worry about politics. Just breathe a little, enjoy, laugh. It's hard making people laugh. So going behind the mic or making a meme, it's not as easy. I don't want to say we take
It's
too much
hard
credit
to
in
grab
that,
someone's
but
attention in general, I think.
I'm excited for some upcoming collabs we got.
yeah, man, it's.
Some fun stuff in the works.
I always love these recaps because I love to see how much we've grown from one recap to another. It's
Because
amazing.
it really is only just, 10 weeks?
Yeah, well, it's 2 months and a half.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
10
it's 10 weeks.
So
2 months and a half.
It's crazy to see how much can change in just 10 weeks. Because 10 weeks really
The
isn't.
thing about last time was before we even went on vacation.
It was summer.
It was right before,
It's October,
July probably.
We're starting to wear long sleeves and bring out our sweaters.
It's funny because the current events like 10 weeks ago or something that's so old now.
Or
Who
like
the hell even
irrelevant
talks
now.
about it?
Yeah, 100%.
Like the Area 51 thing that never fell through. There was like 200 people.
Oh,
there.
I was looking for videos of it.
People are
Yeah, I
still
was trying to
talking
find
about
it.
it, though.
I was talking with Rocco the comic about it. It's very easy for somebody to just like click going on Facebook, but then actually like buying the ticket
And
Yeah.
booking the
going.
hotel, like spending $5,000 to look like an idiot. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people aren't about that.
But shout out to Rocco the comic, always showing
He's
love.
funny, bro.
No, he is. I feel like Rocco
You guys
the
gotta
comic's
do
one
it.
of the funniest guys I know.
He's so underrated
Yeah.
too. You go to his Instagram.
Yeah.
He deserves more followers for
It's
the
just
content
like
he
that
puts.
organic.
I think Rocco's one
raw
of the funniest
comedy.
guys. Me and him text like every day because we're also Inter fans
Oh,
and
God.
Jet fans.
Unfortunately.
So we're
Sorry.
just
We
miserable
just gave you
together.
that L yesterday.
Yeah. But Inter lost to Juventus, unfortunately.
Oh,
Juventus.
man.
Yeah, here we
yo,
go. Here
we,
go.
There's only one thing worse than Juventus, the team. It's the Juventus fans.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
Who?
Rock.
I'm the most mellow one. I can never be. I'm not
Yeah,
like
some,
that.
like Rock and Angelo, like Angelo's like one of those that's sarcastic, like, yeah, that was a penalty.
Yeah, he's sarcastic because at the end of the game, he was joking about how Inter won. He was just telling everybody, like, somebody who didn't watch the game was like, "Yo, Ange, what was the score?" He's like, 2-1 Inter. Like, he's
Yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
On, like, that's
But
so
yo,
annoying.
Ever since he got hurt, that whole game changed.
Yeah.
Like Inter played horrible. Juve deserved to win.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
And Conte said Juve's 2.5 teams. So
They are. You
it's-
see when they made those subs, like,
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like they bring.
It's an
Higuain
upgrade. It's an
off
upgrade
the
off the
bench.
bench. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
You know
were.
what I
It's
mean?
funny because they were gonna sell Dybala and Higuain before the season. So it's funny
Higuain's
how
having a sick
they're the
year.
ones that made them win the game.
Higuain's having a sick year. He scored 2 huge goals for them this year. He scored a big goal against
It was,
Champions
it was
League,
Champions
too.
League, yeah.
So Higuain's having a hell of a year. Dybala scored a sick
He
goal.
needs more playing time. That guy.
Our defense was slacking when we took out Godin for the young kid. What's his name? Bastoni. But anyway,
Either way, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Serie A is really interesting this year, and if
Yeah.
if you're following us, make sure to look at IFTV. They're our boys too.
speaking of, we got a collab coming with them.
Yeah, it's coming
I'll
up.
break it on here. It's gonna be funny.
Everybody from IFTV showing love all the time, but
Yeah,
they're-
Marco Mai,
if you watch
awesome.
Serie A, you will appreciate it so much more if you follow Italian football TV.
100%.
Because they definitely pushed out that Serie A, and their merch is crazy too.
And they bounced back amazing. After losing their Instagram, then they came back the way they
it's
did.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy to
that's-
think
that's
that
true what
that's
they
not
say.
their original page.
You come back stronger when let's say you tear your ACL, you'll come back
Shout out to
stronger.
Mario. He's going through it.
Yeah.
That's something we should talk about. How, and not in this case with Mario, but just how Italians can be like dramatic. We always talk about these things, but
It's
I
funny
could
how
imagine.
Mario and dramatic in the same sentence.
I could imagine what.
When you first started that sentence, I didn't see it going that way. I feel like it took
Wait,
No,
a
well,
really drastic
what an
turn.
ACL injury is very serious, but I'm talking like it just made me think dramatic, just because our cousin's a little.
Oh, I
a little over
thought
the
you were
top
gonna,
sometimes,
like I
but-
said, I thought you were going to go a different route, but
No, I thought you were gonna say like, in our family especially, because couple things happened recently, and like I feel the family comes together. Like our family, especially when something's like going on like that, we come together, and you know.
That's true, because when he actually tore his ACL, Mario was playing soccer, and he was at the park with his friends. So he calls me, and he's like, literally, my phone rings. I was like, yo, what's up? He's like, where are you? I'm like, I don't even remember where I was, but he's like, you got to come to the park and pick me up. I can't walk. I was literally there in 3 minutes. I picked him up. I had to, me and another person carried him to the car. We put him in the car. I went to go pick up his mom, which is my aunt, and we literally rushed to the hospital. He's in there, and in the waiting room, there was 4 of us. You know, like
that's what I mean.
That's a good point you bring up. You know, family's always going to be there for you.
And then that was on Sunday when it happened. So he went for surgery on Friday. The next day, I went to go see him. I walked into his house, aunts, cousins, everybody's there, and everybody brought something. We brought pie. There was everything there. But like my brother said, we all come together, and that's what family's all about, you know?
Yeah, in good times and in bad. You know, you gotta just accept it for what it is. And there's no better feeling than having your family over your house for a holiday, and there's, you know, barely enough room to move to eat, but you know, you always manage somehow.
Yeah, you kind of want to kill each other because you're like, whoa, you're in my seat.
Yeah, and it's funny because especially at like our family dinners, especially for the holidays, we all have our assigned seats. Like I sit in the same seat every event.
Some people haven't been promoted to the big kids table yet. you know?
You never get that promotion.
So if I see someone sitting in my seat, it's like it's beef.
I'm not
you don't belong there.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I was like, the uncle's like, "Oh, no, sit over here." I'm like,
you were hyped.
I was like, "You sure?" I wasn't ready for the promotion.
That's like getting your black belt in karate. Like that's major.
I wasn't ready for that promotion, but I finally got it.
Rock went like this.
I stayed in that same spot right next to Di Domenico every time, next to Sabino.
So you're with the big boys now.
Yeah,
I'm still at the cousins table.
Talking about like funny content, I was gonna put in a group chat before, but I think a post that would kill would be like Italian Jeopardy, and that's just like basically you go to the butcher and then you come home and try debating and ask everybody's question and how much they spent. So you give like the itemized list, like, okay, I got 10 pounds of chicken.
That's a dangerous game.
That's a YouTube video. Right
and then
there.
be like, how much? Because I could just see Jadunes, you're doing it like, how much you think?
But you know
that's
what?
the Price is Right.
Let me tell you that.
The Price is Right Butcher Edition.
That game is dangerous because I remember Zia came home one day and goes, I just went to the butcher. I got 5 pounds of this and 2 pounds of this. And it happened to be something that I got the same exact order 3 days before. And she said a price much lower than what I paid. I went to the butcher. I'm like, you're for real? Like, that's beef. It's
Zia
a dangerous
gets the
game.
OG price, though.
Yeah, we're more of the...
Shout outs to the Stooges over here.
Yeah, our family always says that when these guys close, we don't know what we're going to do.
Everybody has their local butcher. Hold on to them tight, because when they gone...
Yeah, there's certain places that you go for certain places. Like, there's a certain place where I go to for my steak. There's a certain place you go to for your cutlets. There's a certain place you go to for your bread.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't go to the supermarket to get meat.
Like,
I know.
I remember we were out the other night. We just went for coffee somewhere. So I was like, they were like, oh, what are you in the mood for? I'm like, I could go for a nice espresso. So someone recommended like a place, and I'm like, I'm not going there for espresso. Like, there's only a handful of places you could go to get a decent espresso.
We get picky with food.
Yeah. And I feel like that's a real Italian
But
thing,
even
like,
eating out it's too much in its own, you know? When Italians think of eating out, it's like, whoa, what are you doing?
Che mangi sta schiavetta?
Yeah.
Like, you could only ask a handful of people for suggestions on a restaurant. I only trust a few people.
When I go out to eat, I look to eat stuff that I can't eat at home.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
I'll rarely eat pasta asciutto, like, you know,
No.
at
Chicken
a
parm?
restaurant. Yeah, like,
I don't think I've ever had a plate of pasta and red sauce at a restaurant. I won't do it.
Yeah, you might as well if you're out. You know, we luckily have people that
We're spoiled,
parents
though.
that just cook awesome and always.
Like, your dad has a food business. We have a food business. Like, we're picky.
Hannah, you want water?
We have it too good at home.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, when you go out, you definitely got to get something
Yeah.
that you wouldn't have at home. Or else, what the hell's
Why
the point
would
of
you?
going out?
Yeah.
But
I wanted to talk a little bit about where we're getting these views from because it's been a while. You have
Ooh.
Wi-Fi in here?
no, I have it in my head. So not much has changed since
My
last.
bad, player.
Wow.
Rocco's like Belichick right now.
Oh, my God.
So yeah, no, not much has changed. main spots.
How many
always,
listens we got all together?
Right. Well, we've been growing a lot lately. So over the past 10, this is the most it's been viewed, like, of all time. So as of late, thank you guys for listening, tuning in every time. Sabino been holding it down with those one-on-one combos on the podcast.
People kind of like that, the intimacy in that, like just staring at one person. And
Three's a crowd, man.
yeah, it is true what they say. 3 is a crowd, but
yeah,
I
it
think with
keeps
us
the
it
conversation going a little more because, last couple episodes I've been doing like 20 minutes, and a lot of people are like, "Why are you doing mine shorter?" And I'm like, because it's not the first time. This is not going to be the last time I have you. I just want to give people a little introduction,
a little peek in the window. But yeah, so Instagram, always New York's the most popular, and we're growing like crazy. It's doing well. Thank you guys. Always.
We're about to hit 90,000, right?
About to touch 90. By the time this episode drops, we'll definitely be at 90. Yeah, it's crazy to think where we started to where we are now. But always a very humble approach. To the listeners, podcast listeners, obviously America, New York. Actually, Long Island's the most popular for us.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's funny that that things just work out that way. And then like the one that shocked me the most was like euthanasia. We had like 2 listeners. I was like, whoa. I was like, so random. I guess people go on vacation and they might just tune in when they're there. That's the only thing I could think of.
I don't know.
Or maybe they just stumble upon the page.
Maybe it's like some hackers, like the people that were trying to hack our page.
Oh my god!
That emailed us.
Yeah, I went into a panic. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna mention it here because I don't know if
we're gonna get 8 more.
Rock was nervous. I saw it and I remember looking at the email and I just clicked on the to from button and I saw the email address and I'm like, this is fake.
Yeah, don't send fake emails.
Yeah.
No, that's not cool.
It was like
that.
instagramhelp@gmail.com. I'm like...
I mean, it looked official just because the watermark they put, but whatever. It is what it is.
It happens.
You know what I hate about this time of year? And I have a feeling that next recap episode I'll be much happier. It's just there's no holidays now. It's like a dry spell.
I thought you were going to say, you know what I hate about this time? Pumpkin. I was about to violate you.
I mean, I love pumpkin. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, obviously it's Italian Heritage Month, but I'm saying the gap between holidays when you hit the summer.
But it hasn't been a holiday in a while.
It's like just a dry spell.
4th of July was probably the last holiday.
Okay, but before 4th of July was what? Easter?
And we actually celebrated 4th of July all together, too.
We were together. Yeah. What a good day.
It was a good time. A lot of
that was fun. Fireworks.
For the first time.
Kids going crazy.
Yeah, how about
the guy with the parachute coming down?
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
That was awesome.
What about when you played the police siren on YouTube and Mario just hid them? He was looking around.
Rambo.
See, we're always roasting each other. It's all jokes, always.
No, but you can't get offended with these things.
No, you have
then
to.
You're gonna be boring.
You have to have thick skin in our family for sure.
See,
yeah, but like you said, I'm kind of not ready for the holidays. I'm like,
no,
I'm still holding on to summer.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm
over it now.
It was a good summer.
You know what I hate about the holidays is how fast they go.
Yeah, because it's
1 second.
I'm gaining that 15 pounds.
Yeah, 1 second it's Christmas. Well, 1 second it's Thanksgiving, and then before you know it, it's the day after New Year's.
I'm just letting you guys know, after Halloween, it's officially Christmas.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think like November 12th or something,
like,
the Christmas music goes on.
They skip
the radio.
Thanksgiving gets no love.
That's another thing. I can't wait for that because we have a very unique way of eating Thanksgiving, but that's for another episode.
There's like lasagna at our Thanksgiving table.
Like many Italians. But
that'll be a good episode of Italian Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there's always a lot of ideas, and a lot of you send us videos that we repost. Feel free to keep doing that. Like, we like seeing that content coming in, and we would love to share your videos as long as they're appropriate for our page. Like, a lot of people just send random videos and like, please post this. It's like, there's no relatability
a video
there.
of them flexing.
A
in
lot
the
of
mirror.
people message us because they're mad at we don't like their post. Gonna take some shots here, but yeah, that's corny as hell. Just
You're
want
gonna
to throw
get
that
an
out
aggressive
there.
DM.
I don't even care. That is corny, and that's just straight up hating. Like,
no, but that's
whatever,
what it comes.
yo.
The more people that
that's how you know we're doing something right. Like when you start getting people that say, "Oh, you don't like my pictures," I'm like,
what?
okay, like. You know, there's two other people behind his page. Why are you saying? Why are you singling me out?
I don't even like my friends.
That's like so
pictures.
OD.
No, I think it's personal towards you.
I don't know whose heart I broke. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, damn.
it's a Big Daddy Campagna. That's the problem.
That's what it is. Your Big Daddy.
I'm like, what the
Campagna.
hell? Why did I get singled out? I should be like, Rocco posts everything, right? Like, if anything, get mad at him.
Nah, I'm
He's
definitely.
gonna throw you under the bus.
I'm on that page more than I'm on my personal. It's
That's
bad.
what I'm saying,
I'll
like-
catch up with my personal feed at the end of the day.
And then I'll switch.
And-
Yeah.
But
It's
I'm
time to
usually
go to
on the.
bed.
Yeah, I'm usually always
That's
on
when
that
you get
one.
all like.
So,
the
everybody, if you don't get likes from Growing Up Italian, get mad at Rocco, not me.
DM Rocco on his personal page too.
I'm too busy on Charlie the Wolf, all right? I'm not looking
God.
at it.
Oh my god.
But that's amazing. The circle we have, just from Growing Up Italian itself. Let's talk a little bit about that. Like, we met a lot of awesome people throughout this whole time.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
And we helped a lot of people blow up, bro. I'm not even going to start dropping names.
No. Like, it's been awesome. The fact that I never thought to be have a platform that we could promote somebody else, but it's got to that point, and
Because it really went
It's
from
awesome.
us reaching out and asking people, and a lot of people turned us down. Like, oh, you gotta DM my manager. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Are you serious? I gotta. Yeah, well, I charge $350, and then you gotta fill up my tank of gas. I'm like, all right, pal.
Or like that's like the bagel guy that just blew up.
oh my, he's
He
definitely
wanted
like
to do
that.
videos and he's like, just message my manager. I'm like, I don't want to do a video that bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm good.
That's all
It
it is.
took way
Internet.
too much time to even DM you. I'm not DMing somebody else, pal.
That's crazy. You could go viral once, and you're literally set.
Yeah, but
on
that guy's
social media.
irrelevant now.
I mean, he still
What
has a
happens?
following though.
He had a hot minute.
For
What-
all the
what is he
wrong
gonna do?
reasons.
What is he
yelling
doing?
at
Cameo?
people?
What is he doing? Cameos for
mean,
$50?
that's
Was he
m-
yelling
Yelling at
somebody?
people? I'll beat you up. You're not my father or my boss.
yeah, but see, you looking at that stuff.
No, that's just his quote. You're not my father or my boss.
Yeah, I can't see that guy.
Whenever somebody wants me to do anything, that's my response.
You're not my father.
You're not my father or my boss.
you, know,
Do you say it in that voice though?
You have to.
You have to.
you know what I realized more and more lately? That the more followers we get, the more negative comments we get on the page.
my God,
and I'll never
of course.
entertain it unless I have a nice little punchline.
All right, so this is just
You must
gonna
be fun at parties.
Yeah.
This is just a quick
Shout out
PSA.
Nico.
If you comment something on any of our videos or pictures and it's something negative, just know that it gets screenshot and sent in our group chat, and we make fun of you.
It's jokes, but my favorites are the ones that's like clicca qui per masturbare mi storia.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What is that?
it's like a spam account that's saying click on my
Yeah.
page if you want to see a sexy story.
Yeah.
You know,
Like my recent. I'm like,
Yeah, that's how
Like-
you know we're doing something right.
I was like, what is
We're
going
getting the
on?
automated messages now. The second we put something up,
One time, some dude replied to the comment. He's like, "Your page is trash. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
fake."
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he probably clicked on it. Probably a horny old man just looking at a
Yeah.
picture. I was like, "All right, what's
For
going on
every-
over here?"
For every like positive DM we get 10 negative ones. It's like,
nah, I don't think it's that bad. You think it's that bad?
I mean,
we get a
it
lot of annoying
depends.
people that are
Depends.
like, shout me out, look at my page, shout me out. I'm like, yo, no. Just like that.
It's just weird because I know we never did that. You know, I know
that's
we
not
reached
us.
out to people, but you got to do it in a certain way. You can't just
Yeah.
expect. You can't go to somebody asking for a favor. I don't think we've ever been like that. We never asked for a favor from anybody. And if we did, it's definitely minuscule. It's not
Yeah.
like anything crazy. But
or we offered another thing in return, a favor for a favor. You know what I'm
do
saying?
this for me and I'll do
I
this
feel
for
like we
you.
do more favors than favors we get, though.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, that'll just everything's a lesson learned here. But I don't know.
I want to talk. I spoke a little bit about it on the podcast with Mike DeSapio, the Italian American thing, but I'll say it again because we're all together. But I love being reached out and these Italian groups in school, the Italian clubs in the schools that are reaching out to us, and the girl that reached out that they stopped offering Italian in her school, and we got all those people signing a petition. Like, this is who we are now. Like,
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is what we want to be about.
100%.
All that stupid stuff, like arguing with other pages that we don't like their pictures, like, grow up, bro. We have bigger problems.
Like, we actually say that we're for the culture. It's all about unity. We don't just say it, like, we're actually doing it.
I mean, I think we're trying as best as we possibly can, given
Yeah,
what we
it's-
have and the
it's
time
hard-
that we have.
It's
you
hard
know?
to pull things together, but we're all doing our best.
But yeah, so like Sabino said, we got we got one DM that just asked, listen, in class, in school, we don't have Italian as a language offered to the students. And
Yeah.
she was like, can you please sign our petition? I was like, yeah, not only will I sign it, I'll also share it. And, it did really well. I don't think she would have got the numbers if it weren't for our page sharing it, in a sense. I'd like to think that we definitely helped out a bit. I don't want to take all
100%.
credit for it, but, definitely
But
helped.
there's got to
But,
be more of
Yo,
that.
all she
Yeah.
needed was 100. She got it within
So,
an hour.
I
She
do
got it
wanna-
within an hour.
I do want to say this. I want to tease everybody. There's going to be a clip that Rock cuts, and we're going to post on our socials. But the idea I have is a briscola tournament, right? With having a bunch of different people like that. So I was talking to Mike, and the idea I had was, you have to see how many people messaged me about this becoming an Italian citizen. Like, literally 10 people messaged me today. And this guy that I was talking to, another guy that's a lawyer, wants to do it. And just overall, I want to do a briscola tournament or some kind of stuff, like not Scopa again, because I think that's got to be around the same time
yearly
every year.
thing?
And the briscola tournament, but
It's gonna
also
be-
have, like, the Italian dual citizenship guy here, and then
Oh,
getting
like
another
a-
2-3 people
Like
here.
it's kind of like a networking event, in a
Oh, I
sense.
love
Exactly.
that. I
Or,
love that.
But doing the briscola
Like an open
tournament.
house sort of thing.
Because not as many people
But
know
the
briscola tournament.
The only thing with something like that is, I feel like a lot of people don't know how to play briscola.
But it's still, you come hang out anyway.
Well,
you know what I mean?
that's what I mean. That's kind of what we're
What
trying
if-
to do, though. We're
you
trying
know
to
what-
promote briscola
You
in
know
a
what
sense.
someone asked me the night of the Scopa tournament? They were like, if you guys remember, on one side of the room, we basically had set up for the tables to play. They were like, what you should do next year was one side of the room is the tournament, and on the other side is learn how to play Scopa.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Like, we should offer something like that, because I remember the weeks leading up to the Scopa tournament, I was like hitting up some of the people I know, and I was like, hey, we're having a Scopa tournament. They're like, yo, I don't know how to play.
Yeah.
And
well,
that
Scopa's
was like,
literally so easy to learn. It's
and
like
I
casino.
thought Scopa was more like considered standard as opposed to briscola, but I mean, you're gonna have a lot of OGs that night, because I feel like that's who knows how to play a briscola.
Yeah, but we could still get that, like, anybody else that
you
will
also
will also use a whole come here for that, for
It's more of like
The
a
dual
social thing.
citizenship
Just
also,
come
you
hang
know?
out. Like, there was so
I
many
also
cool
want
people.
to dab
that
about
night.
we started doing some marketing, right? Or what would
Oh,
you
yeah.
call what we're doing? Like, we've been running someone's Instagram.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
We've been doing marketing. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in doing any marketing with us, feel free to message us. We're starting to expand. Sopranos Con is coming up too.
Are you going to that?
Nick, are we going to that? Yeah, we're going. So
I'm
Luca
pretty
just got
sure-
asked to play AJ.
Oh my God,
Tony
really?
Soprano's son. So
Wait,
I got to talk
really?
to Luca about it. Yeah.
Man, that's amazing.
I'm like, Luca's not. I don't know if he more like
I feel
he's just like
Oh.
a spark plug. Like he doesn't really like to act and like memorize lines, but
Oh yeah,
He could do anything
He's
he
got to do
wants.
it. Well,
Yeah.
oh my God, I hope he gets it. That's awesome.
no, he got it already. It's just a
Really?
matter if he wants to do it.
Oh my
that's
God,
awesome.
that's crazy.
But I got offered the VIP bracelet and everything for it. I was told Nico's going, so we'll kill two birds with one stone.
That's
Nah,
all.
Are you
I gotta
going?
go. I gotta
Are
go
you want to
then.
go?
My-
I can get
Tony's-
us a press pass and everything.
Tony's
if you
going,
want to go.
so he said.
When is that?
I was all right. I'll talk to you
November
then.
23rd
Third
and
I'm
4th.
pretty sure
Oh,
it's
I
November
would-
It's at the
23rd.
Meadowlands.
I would definitely go to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'll
it's
get
gonna
us
be an
press
awesome time.
passes. We'll run that joint.
All right, I'm with
Dope.
it. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sopranos.
The only thing is, it's
takeover.
2 days. I feel like you got to get a hotel near there, like just spend the weekend there. To drive back and
I
forth
know.
is a pain.
It's really not.
I wish
that
AC
far,
was a
though.
little closer.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
glad it's
opposite
far.
way.
I know.
I'm glad it's far. I gotta stay as far away as I can
Right.
from that place.
I feel like there's no reason for the Jersey and New York to hate each other so much. Just
Oh
'cause-
no.
Just because the whole, I don't know, people feel like there's a difference between New Jersey and New York, and I can't speak on that too much because I'm never in Jersey.
Well, Jersey hates us because we have their football teams and don't even give them the names.
Yeah,
right?
it's
I was
pretty-
reading this article yesterday actually, and it was talking about the most miserable cities in the U.S. and 9 of them were in Jersey.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
Jersey's like so
They're mad,
miz.
They're mad,
Oh,
man.
you mad, man?
But yo, real quick, why? That's crazy though. That
I gotta pull up that
the
article
Giants
for you guys.
and Jets.
I don't know.
Play
The
in
only-
Jersey,
The only New
and
York
they're called-
team is the Bills.
Yeah,
It's
that's the really
crazy.
only New York
I don't know.
football team.
I really don't know how that started. I don't know why they didn't move to a New York location.
I wish they played in like the
I know.
Bronx, but you can't do that. You know, like the field gets destroyed. Like imagine playing in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. I don't know. Speaking of the Yankees, well, hopefully by this time we do the next recap,
Hopefully you don't
they
jinx
have,
them.
They have another ring.
Hopefully you don't jinx them. They look good though.
Yeah.
They're hot.
They're hot. They gotta keep it up. I'm excited to see what they bring to the table.
Any other new business we got?
So as always, just make sure you guys click on the link in our bio. You could subscribe to our newsletter. So that means whenever we have an event coming up, that you could be the first ones to know about it once we push out the email. So like Sabino said, we're planning a Briscoe event. We got a bunch of other things already in mind that we're lining up. So that'll just keep you in the news. Please be sure to obviously subscribe, like, rate, comment on this podcast.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
It goes much longer than you think, much further than you think. We definitely appreciate it as well. And as always, state the bone.
$40.
Buonanotte.